Dear student, due to coronavirus, school started online classes for your study. So you can subscribe Golden Flower Palia YouTube channel, like and press the bell icon.
After the first part of a business study, it's the second part of the business study. Same chapter, nature and purpose of business. Topic is, in this class, we will discuss the topic of characteristics, nature and objective of business. I have to be categorized five types of the natures of the business. First is an economic activity. So student, as on my first video, I have to be explained that business is an economic activity. Those are done for making a profit. It's the main objective for earning a profit, not for a self-satisfaction work. The businessman has to be earn the profit for the maintaining a livelihood, not to be for the psychological satisfaction. And sale or exchange of goods and services for the satisfaction of human needs. So students, when the producer or manufacturer manufactures the goods for his self-consumption, it is not a business. Suppose that if a farmer cultivation of crops, and after cultivation of crops they have not to be sold in the market, they have to be consumed by its own self. So it is not called a business. When the farmer has to be cultivate the crops, after the cultivation the crops they have to be sold in the market for the public, for the society, then it's called a business. Clear this point? Any confusion? And third is dealing in goods or services on a regular basis. When doing the business, when the businessmen are doing a business, so it will be a regularity in its goods or in its product. If they have to be not to be dealing on a regular basis, not to be fulfill the demand and the satisfaction of the consumer, so it's not called a business. So it is a nature of the business. Those goods are manufactured by the manufacturer or producers, so it will be a regularly completed for the demand of the consumer. Next point is profit earning. Without the main motto or the business for earning the profit, without earning the profit, the firm will not to be survive in the market, because without the biggest main motto is there for the earning the profit, and if the firm not to be earn the profit, how they will survive in the market? Then not to be completed for the economic activity. Suppose that if a businessman are distributed his goods to as a charity, charity means donation, donate. So the transactions is not to be recorded in the monetary recorded, not to be recorded in the money with the money. So it is not to be a bearing a profit. So if the main point is there, is the main objective is there for earning the profit for the quantity in the business, they have to be compulsory for earning the profit. Next is there uncertainty of risk. The business is always lots of chances for a uncertain of the risk, uncertain risks. Those risks are not to be well known by the businessman. Just like for an earthquake, drought by drought, lost by a fire, stolen by employee. So in business transactions always is in risk involved. So students, that was a nature and characteristics of the business. Now continue with the next point, business objectives. In the business is not a single motive for earning the profit. A business extend or to all over the objective, fulfill all over the objective by the businessman. Main profit is a main motto. We are satisfied that profit is a main motto for surviving the business in the present time. But profit is not a, in the present time we can say the profit is not a objective. Lot of objectives are there. Those are fulfilled by the businessmen inside the businesses. So businessmen always have a multiple objectives. multiple objective. That first is there. First is economic objective, second is social objective, and third is individual objective. My dear friends, if the businessmen are running a business in the society, in the locality, so lot of our persons, lot of our societies, those are affected by the business. So first we have to discuss about the economic activity. So economic activity is most important objective of business. Under economic activity, our following objectives are there. First is their survival. In a market, lot of our competitions in a market, shortcut competitions in a market for the newly established a business. For surviving a newly business, it is the main focus for the maintain the cost and reduce the cost, and for earning a profit and sell out his own product. First maintain on the cost. If they have, the businessman has to be survive in the market with his own new product. First, second is their profit. If the businessman have to be survive, so that next reward is their profit. Those are the main objective of the business. The businessmen are doing the work only for earning the profit. First, they have to be survive. Second, they have to be gain a profit. And growth is a combination of survival and the profit. When the businessman has to be survive, that have to be gain a profit, and both they have to be done. They have to do the growth of the business. They can expansion after earning the profit. They can development, they can expansion is their own business after earning a profit. It is social objective. Social objective deal with commitment of business towards the society. My dear friends, it is a deal with towards the society, because the businessmen are starting a business in between the society. The businessmen are uses the resources from the society. The businessmen are making a profit from the society. So that time with a few responsibilities is there towards society. The primary objective was on economic objective. Those are considered for the organizations, but it must be a social objective, a primary objective of the organizations or the business. Next, due to the social objective I have categorized in the 4 categories. First point is supply of desired quality of product. Supply of desired quality of product. It means the organizations has to be supply of a good quality of a product. When the consumer are ready to pay for a big one amount, for that time is a responsibility of the businessman. They have to be supplied for the good quality of the goods. Suppose those goods are valuable goods. For that one goods are to pay for a big one amount. So it is just like for a refrigerator, TV, car. Those are under the durable goods. The business, the consumer has to be satisfactory for the businessman. And if the consumer are purchasing by the organizations for, just like we can say, goods of, those are need for the safety. So it must be in doing the label for the safety cautions for the goods. And those are purity goods. Those have to need for the purity, just like for pulses, flow, medicine. So it is a security cautions of the product is mentioned at on the with the label. Next point is avoiding unfair trade. Unfair trade means is where black marketing, alteration, overcharges, and one more thing, those are now very popular in this time in a market, exaggerating in advertising about the uses of the product. So businessman has to be prevent of these things in the market, and the businessman has to be the businessman has must social objective to avoid the practices for earning profit. Next point is here employment generation. It is a major problem of our society in this time. The businessman must create employment opportunities due to the society, and the businessman try to provide the help of the poor and weaker section of the society. Next point is here avoidance of pollution. It is a main problem. The industrialization leads creating a pollution problems. The industrials throw their wastage in river, which pollutes water. The smokes coming out of the chimneys of industrialization pollutes the environment. So the businessman has to be considered for the eco-friendly atmosphere, eco-friendly techniques for. That's why the society will be safe. The environment will not to be polluted by the industrialized pollutions. So students, this is the economic objective and the social objective also we have discussed. Next is here individual objective. Individual objective means is here it is a personally objective. Those are considered to the employee of the firm, employee of the business. So when the employee are doing the work in for the betterment for the business, they have to be focused for the achieve of the organizations. So it's a few objectives of the business they have to be considered for the objectives of the individual objective of the employees. So first is there good working conditions. If the organizations have to be create a good one criteria for the work, so the employee will do the work as per peaceful mind. Second point is here personal growth. Provide the training and development seminars for increasing the skills. Next point is here competitive salary. Pay to the competitive salary and satisfactory salary to the employees. Next point is here special benefits. Pay to the medical claim, house rent, durance allowance, traveling allowance to his employee for their motivation to his work. For the work, those work has to be done for the betterment of the organizations. So students, this was the business objective. Those are categorized into three categories: economic objective, social objective and individual objective. So we have to be learn the business objective. The main objective is there earning a profit with the economic objective, social objective and individual objective. It means the businessman will consider with the economic objective, with social objective and individual objective. Thank you, students.
Do self-study at home and stay home, save lives. Thank you very much.